Y'all cute.
I think she wanted because I was dressier than that one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna give me some. Okay. All right. I think that we're getting started.
Who else? Who else? Is anybody?
Friday, I get up and start your day. Welcome to Finally Friday. What is going on? I'm your digital anchor, Andre Ash, live with the one and only Antoince Strickland for 98.4. And also joining us on this Friday is another partner in crime, our one and only Lynzee Mychael. What is going on? This is a different look for us, right?
This is very different.
I love the water. I wish we could have done this when this was warmer.
I was about to say, we
This
out here
is
in
so
sweaters and stuff
dope.
now.
Let me tell you,
Thanks, Michigan.
Finally Friday is live from the Aretha Amphiteatre. I love this.
This is beautiful. I love being by the water anyway. I know.
We're on talk about being on a big stage. We are definitely on one here at the Aretha. We got the bees and
I was gonna say, I like how you did
we
because
got
I
the
was
nature
We're
and all that
literally
good stuff.
outside, guys. We're literally outside.
Well, look, let's talk about the Aretha because we all have stories of concerts that we've been to here. This place really brings universally everybody together, right?
It does.
So, we're going to be talking with the woman and family who leads the management of everything that the Aretha is about.
Exactly.
Shahida Mausi and her son, because it is a family business, Dorian Mausi will join us coming up later in the show. We'll talk about the history of the Aretha and the family business and what's next. So you don't want to miss that. But first, let's get to what is happening in the paper this week. You got to check out the Michigan Chronicle.
Yes, go pick it up.
Paper, which is out
All
every
Black everything.
Wednesday, and
The paper was very lit this week, and I love the cover because it's all about
It's
40 under
beautiful.
40.
Yes.
Exactly.
Another event that we were able to dress up and host and get our feet wet.
They look fabulous, by the way, too.
It was a good time.
it was definitely a good time. But I love being in that space where we're able to celebrate. I mean, only Black media can do this, but we celebrate those who look like us, Black excellence.
Yes.
Professionals
across industries too. I think we mentioned it last week. Like this was such a diverse
many
group
sectors.
of people.
Like,
Literally,
we are dominating the city, and I think we're a big part of the revolution that's going on right
the revolution
now.
that is going on definitely right now. But there were so many things that happened. What was your favorite part of 40 under 40? We were all there.
I think my favorite part was being able to announce the awardees and shout their names and hear their family applauding them and standing up and being able to see how happy they were accepting their awards. It just felt good to acknowledge my peers.
Yeah.
These people are our age and already being recognized for moving mountains within their industry. That's a big deal.
It is.
I was
Right.
inspired.
I was about to say that's probably my favorite part was just learning about, because sometimes we're able to kind of meet a lot of different people, but there were so many important people, and they're all important, that I just got to be exposed to, that I would have never known that they were here, the amazing work that they are doing. Because they're probably not the ones that are shouting from the mountaintops what they're doing. It was someone else that saw them and, nominated them.
And of course you had to be there because you're VP.
Okay, no. But I was there because my colleague Jeremy Thomas was one of the
absolutely.
awardees. So
Love
shout out
Jeremy.
to
He's
him.
so cool.
And 98, yeah, that's my homie for sure. Literally, we'll all be at a charity preview tonight.
I was going
We
to say,
will.
too, my other favorite part was just how we all are connected in some way, and that really showed itself after 40 under 40 when we all hung out at District 78.
Yep.
Also, Jay Neely was
One of the awardees
people
too.
that was honored. So it was just a great
It was
full
beautiful.
circle event. It was a very beautiful
I
night.
love that. We're that next generation. You remember them stories of people like, oh, remember back in the day?
Yes.
We're that generation now.
We're the back
Where
in the
we're
day.
living it, and now we're about to be when we get like in our 50s and stuff like.
I
Remember
don't
back
know
when?
about y'all, but I'm still in my 20s, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Transition to
Graduated
the
from
next.
that.
I can always
Born.
Actually, I'm
Standing
still in
in
my
line.
20s.
So we are here along the Detroit riverfront. And you know what? The weather is definitely working out nice for us today. Like it's gonna be like 72 degrees.
I
You
think
know what I
so.
was doing last weekend?
What was that?
I was definitely right over there.
In Canada?
I was in Canada last
Why you
weekend.
ain't tell
at the
nobody?
Windsor. I was in Windsor.
Oh.
It was
Andre
definitely.
moves in silence.
I was about to say.
Never tell us.
Somebody
what's
gonna
going
tell
on.
us?
We'll
We
never
were
be
just with
invited.
you.
But it's funny seeing Detroit from that side of the river
Yeah.
because it's almost like a destination. Like I want to go to that city over there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
It's
do that with
different
Windsor.
seeing the city.
Yeah,
over there.
I want to go
Yeah.
over there though. I haven't been to Canada since I was a kid, so I don't
Literally.
really count that. I want to go as an adult.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to what is
Let's
it,
do it.
Caravana or something that happens?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I'm trying to get the whole outfit
do
and
what?
everything. To go to the activities. What you
She
mean?
said to go to the
feathers.
activities.
And
Okay.
go.
What else am I going to celebrate the culture and all
But
the
listen,
things?
I love that. Okay.
Honestly, I know we have a packed show, but
Yes.
I would be remiss if I did not say what my favorite concert was here
Oh,
at the
got to.
I
It
love that.
was 2010, so at the time it was still Shane Park, DMX and Nas. And
Wow.
so to be able to be on this stage where I saw someone with so much energy deliver, and I was in the front row.
Yes.
It was a big
You gotta
deal.
live front row life.
It was a
Okay.
big deal. So
She was living
I'm
her
having a moment.
She was living her front row life
Early.
early.
I can't do a
love that.
concert if not
My
front row.
favorite concert, I would have to say, when Fantasia was here, that
that
was really
had to
dope.
be a good one.
And let me tell you, she worked this whole stage.
kicked her shoes
Oh, I'm
off.
sure.
She kicked those
She
shoes
leaves
off.
no
kicked her
crime.
shoes
I know
off.
she did.
Yes.
She like baby Patty.
Baby.
They both can't keep their shoes on
Oh
longer
my
than 30
gosh,
minutes.
that's funny. I feel like for me, it would be between. I got to see NDRE here when she was like early in her career, and I got
Yeah.
to meet her and everything. It was so cool. She's actually a very funny person. Like,
Yeah.
really cool. But honestly, probably my biggest memory was working summer jams when I was in my radio bag back when I'm early in my career.
I wish we had the picture to insert.
Oh,
She
didn't
was
send
so
it to
cute,
Rachel.
y'all.
Didn't
Oh
send
my
that
God.
one. No, but that was probably the most fun that I had, and I was, I was able to be like watch the show, but also be behind the scenes and kind of see how everything happened. So it was cool to see how the magic works early on. So.
I love it. I love it.
It was cool.
Oh, we'll be
Speaking of
talking more about the Aretha Amphiteatre as we move throughout the show. We'll be talking to the woman who leads the management of
Yes.
the Aretha. She's with the Right Productions. And we'll be talking with her and her son because it is a family business.
Yes,
So we'll get to
I
that in
love
just a moment. But on the other side of this break, another group that I love?
That's
the,
what I said. Speaking of concerts.
the Detroit Youth Choir
Yes.
dropping a brand new music video this week.
Yes.
We'll talk to the man who leads this great organization of young people that we love throughout our city. His name is Mr. Anthony White from the Detroit Youth Choir. We'll talk to him on the other side of this break. But get up and share with your friends and your family. You are watching Finally Friday live from the Aretha Amphiteatre right here at Michigan Chronicle. We're back in a moment.
Y'all remember I told y'all we was going to the Super Bowl, right? I said this, didn't I? All right, quit playing. Got another first down. We the Lions. We just got a touchdown. We the Lions. We just hit a field goal. We the Lions. We going to the Super Bowl. We the Lions. Got another first down. We the Lions. We just got a touchdown. We the Lions. We just hit a field goal. We the Lions. We going to the Super Bowl. We the Lions. First game of the season, so you know we had to take. Headed straight to the top. They thought we'd never make. So it's game time, and we got the Kansas City Chiefs. Now it's game over. Lions win. Kansas City beat. Coach did a good job. Way to start out the season. Gotta show the whole world for the ones ain't believe. So just know that we ready for whoever that they send. Cause we the Lions. All we do is fucking win.
This is a milestone moment for them to come in here and get this win.
Not the same old Lions. They come in to Kansas City on opening night and beat the Jets.
Got another first down. We the Lions. We just got a touchdown. We the Lions. We just hit a field goal. We the Lions. We going to the Super Bowl. We the Lions. Got another first down. We the Lions. We just got a touchdown. We the Lions. We just hit a field goal. We the Lions. We going to the Super Bowl. We the Lions.
All right, welcome back to Finally Friday live from the Aretha Amphiteatre. I just love to say that.
I was just gonna say,
He was so
Andre is
hype.
over here
He
geeking
was
out.
so
He is geeking out, and I love it so much.
Can't you see the Detroit River behind us, y'all?
Yes.
Well, we've got our next guest joining us here at the couch. He's been leading this fantastic group of young people for the past 20 years. Joining us right now from the Detroit Youth Choir is the artistic director and president of the Detroit Youth Choir, Mr. Anthony White.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Thank you for having me. Everybody loves the glasses, you know, and the purple, you know.
Yes,
but
I
you
mean,
know,
purple's an amazing color, but we
that's
don't go
it's
there.
royalty, right? Royalty.
It is royalty.
Yeah, and that's
Class,
what our
everything,
kids
all of that.
that's what our kids represent, royalty, and they're ambassadors for the city as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people, you know, have known about Detroit Youth Choir for quite some time, but a lot of us were introduced to them during their journey on America's Got Talent as well.
Yes.
And I mean, it's just been a fascinating ride, I'm sure.
Yes. And you know, our story has been told on national TV, and that's the big thing. And you know, we were the underdog choir for the city of Detroit for a long time. We had to beg people to perform. We had to, you know, scrape and scrounge, you know. But now, since Terry Crews and Simon kind of put us on the map, Simon Cowell,
who's very critical.
Yes,
Everybody.
and Simon Cowell is actually one of our biggest fans, and he put us on the map. Along with Terry, we can't forget about him, Terry Crews. Now we're a household name, but you know, it's just great to see our kids getting the recognition that they deserve in the city of Detroit. It's amazing. Yes.
I'm so happy that you said that, because from you guys getting that recognition, lots of interviews with the kids, and they're glowing, and you can see how this choir has impacted their lives. But I want to ask you, how is being involved with these kids and leading these children and seeing them transition and go through these, how has that impacted you?
Well, the young people from the Detroit Youth Choir and our staff is the reason why I wake up every morning, besides my family, of course. And they give me the energy to kind of, you know, move on and be the person that I am. And my main goal and my vision is to just spread this around the city. Like, we want more kids, we want more young people to be involved in our choir. And it's a lot, I mean, believe it or not, it's a lot of young people that don't know about the Detroit Youth Choir. And I'm like, you got to be living under a rock. I mean, we had purple. The city was purple at one point, and we had the sweater on the Spirit of Detroit downtown. And, you know, I just want us to be a household name. Yeah. And thanks to you guys for this. This is keeping the tradition of putting us out there.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you kind of talk a lot about how it's impacted you. Like, what do youth end up doing, you know, once they've graduated and move on? Like, are they running other choirs, or like, you know, what are they doing after?
Well,
where are they now?
Well, when they graduate from our choir, they go on to universities, HBCUs, and they become leaders in the community. Wow. And that is what makes me smile, and that's what makes me proud. And, you know, we do a lot of giving back. So they each get a small scholarship from the Detroit Youth Choir when they graduate on stage, like at their last show. Yep. Well, they're just our graduates.
Oh, well, the graduates. Yes, yes. I love
that. You know, we give them a token so they can take on to the next level of their lives. Yeah. And some of them actually want to stay. But we this is a part of your life. You have to turn the page.
Yeah.
So,
but there's so many opportunities that come their way, and definitely opportunities that come their way for those who are a part of the choir now.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to us about your current projects. Because this week, you all released a brand new video.
Yes, Poppin'.
Yes.
So Poppin' is our brand new single, and we want to keep the original music coming, along with our producers D Slate and Buddy, and our music director Donnell Mosley. With that powerhouse, we have Poppin'. We got another single coming called Mama We Made It. And then we have an EP coming in January 2024. Yeah, and that's not even to mention the docu-series.
I was about to say, not to mention the docu-series.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, going on.
So those kids will know now.
They
because
will
you guys
know.
are making sure to touch them from different avenues.
And then the Disney piece. You have the Disney piece with the with the docu-series that's coming. I want to say the holidays. So either Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Well, let's get back to the poppin' video that was
the
released
poppin'.
this week, because I believe we have some video on that release, which was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Let's take a look.
All right.
That was amazing. I want to know, first of all, who came up with the concept of the song and the video?
Well, our songwriter kind of took the vision from me, and he just ran with it. His name is Alexander Buddy. We call him Buddy. And he just took it, wrote it, introduced it to the choir. Because I tell people, if you write a song, you teach it. I'm not going. I'll just stand back and kind of add my little anecdotes. But Buddy taught it. And D Slate produced it, and Q Denard, he mixed it. And boom, you got poppin'. And our director, Everett, he directed for T Grizzly and Skilla Baby and all of that. You know, he directed the video. So boom, you have poppin' now. So I want that video to stream as much as it can.
Yeah,
I love how it's dropped like right around back to school time. Like this is something
because the kids are popping.
Yes, to get them excited.
Thank you.
I work in PR, so I'm like,
you better be popping.
You better be popping.
You better be popping, man. And it's a positive song. And you know, our kids are, you know, bad language free. You know, we do all positive music, and we also take other people's music and flip it and make it DYC way.
I love it.
I saw that on
America's Got Talent.
Yes, I was like, these kids are so charismatic.
Yeah,
like, they know how to speak, they know how to sing, they know how to dance. Like this is there like a process in selecting the children who are a part of the choir?
Well, yeah, of course, you know, we have 3 choirs. We have Limelight, which is our training group. We have Center Stage, which is our middle choir. And then we have Prime Time. You guys are used to Prime Time. Those are the AGT kids and all of that. And we're getting a lot of interesting young people coming in, a lot of great talented young people, and it's our job to kind of put them out there. That's what we do. That's what we do.
So are you all gonna like go on tour? Like,
you know, after the docu-series, right, I don't know what's gonna happen. We have a lot of shows planned for 2024. So the docu-series might open up a door, and we might not even be in the country, or we might be traveling, or we might be touring. So who's to say what's going to happen? I just can't wait for that docu-series to drop, because it's been a long time coming.
Yes, definitely.
A long time coming.
Mr. Anthony White.
Yes.
We so appreciate everything that you are doing to inspire and uplift our young people, especially in the arts. I mean, when you talk about like there are schools across the city that don't even have music. So you are exposing a lot of our young people to this art that is so universal and giving them opportunity.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Mr. Anthony White, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for joining us here.
Thank you. You guys are amazing.
Finally Friday. No, you're amazing.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
And you're popping too. When we come back on Finally Friday, we're going to be talking to the woman who has been running this place for 20 years, Ms. Shahida Mausi, and her son Dorian Mausi from the Right Productions. 20 years. That is fascinating stuff.
Fascinating.
We're also going to be having some fun with another music artist coming up in the show as well.
You know, I'm excited about that.
And we're going to be doing a food segment coming up in the show. So we're going to have some fun while we're here on this big stage. You're watching Finally Friday live from the Aretha Amphiteatre here in Detroit. We're back in a moment.
hear from him. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about the Aretha? Because you was here before, was
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, I think it's worthy. I mean, she's worthy. And, you know, it means even more now to me. Be a part of her legacy and to be here again to celebrate that.
Cut to the footage right here. This is you cut to the crowd and how much they was having a fun time. Cut. What you do, man. I love your soul, your energy, your vibe. You don't get this nowhere else. Where else you get this? I don't know. You tell me. Somewhere?
I don't know. Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll come back on this camera. All right, welcome back to Finally Friday. We are here on the big stage, y'all.
Listen,
You know,
listen.
and
The couch just got a little fuller. Some famousness just came in here. I'm blown away.
Absolutely. We are here at the Aretha Live, where Finally Friday is now joined by the family that runs this place, and it has been doing so for, 20 years. Joining us now is Miss Shahida Mausi and her son, Dorian Mausi, who joins us live. Good morning.
Good morning. We're so glad to be here with you.
Such an honor.
Yes.
We're so
Thank you
happy
for
to
letting us
have
set
you
up
guys.
shop. You know,
This
it's
means
cool to get
so
out of the studio
much.
for a second.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Nice
part.
September day in Detroit.
You know?
Absolutely. So, talk to us about, you've been here for 20 years, really bringing the movers and shakers of entertainment onto this very stage, and I'm sure it is not easy work. Talk to me about how that is.
Well, it started from a vision that Mayor Coleman Young had to build this place in the first place, right?
Yeah.
That there should be a venue like this, which is really not just special for Detroit, right, or Michigan, but it really is unique in the world. And it takes advantage of this beautiful riverfront that we have here in Detroit. So to be able to bring great artists to a great setting is just a blessing. I mean, I get to do this? Wow.
Absolutely. Wow.
Let's do it. And to have artists on this stage, right? The river does something special.
Yes.
The energy from the water, from the breeze, it brings more life and energy to the artists, and then they do tremendous performances here. It's not like any place else.
Yeah.
You don't see the same show by the same artists here.
When they come here. Oh, it definitely is a different show. I mean,
time.
Fantasia, one of my favorite performances, tore this stage up. She worked every bit of the stage with the backdrop of the river.
Yes.
I love that.
I feel the same way. Like I said, my favorite was DMX, and he was literally standing on a speaker. He stopped the show because there were fish flies. There were so many different elements that I know that he wouldn't have experienced or had any other place. Like he stopped the whole show. Like, what are these things? So it's like so fun because that's like a piece of Detroit. But obviously the shows are important, and that is something that we know. And the artists always talk about how it's important to perform at this historic place. But I didn't know it was family ran. This is something that is news to me. And so how important is that aspect of it?
Well, we're a small business, but even before we were a business, we were here.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
We did the first 3 years of programming of Shane Park when there were no seats. There was a stage, there was no canopy, there was a hill.
Oh, wow. So was there was grass?
There was grass.
No chairs?
No chairs. I've
Wow.
got the pictures in there to show you.
We gotta see those.
Yeah, and I did a show when I was head of the Arts Council, And we brought Carmen McRae. Now, the jazz heads will know who Carmen McRae is. She came and performed, and 6,000 people filled up those seats. And the mayor said, well, I guess we've got something here. Let's do something with it, and built out so that there are seats, so that there are restrooms, so that there are more amenities. And so, you know, we've been doing that from back then as family, because I was here working, but that meant that my kids had to come too, right?
Yeah.
So
That was my first job in the world.
Oh, there you go.
Great. Yeah.
How fun is that?
Yeah, 'cause you got 4 sons.
Yes.
And they're all a part of the business.
Absolutely.
Dorian, you are as well. And so, how's it like working with, you know, mom leading the way and it being a business all at the same time?
It's a wonderful experience. I mean, I get to come to work and see my family each and every day. When it comes to the actual performing of the job, since we've known each other all of our lives, we know the strengths and areas that we need to improve in. So the best person is selected to do the job just because we've been working together since day one. So it's really just a continuation. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Wonderful thing.
But then, you know, with small businesses, and with business period, there are lean times sometimes. We've been here in this capacity for 20 years, which means that we were here for the subprime meltdown and the collapse of the economy when General Motors went bankrupt.
Wow.
Right up the street. And we were here for pandemic, and it's family working together that makes it possible to get through that. You know? Because even when there's no money, family will show up.
Yeah.
You know, we'll sit around the table and, you know,
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Every time.
share the food and do what needs to be done. So it's family that's pulling together that is our legacy in Detroit. I mean, our family's been here since 1918, and that's that hard work with family
That was something when you were talking about kind of like how you even got started in this. What was your background before you were just, you know, doing the shows and Coleman Young had the vision and everything, but what got you interested in the arts? Like, what was that?
My mama.
Hey, tell me more. I love that. Yeah.
But from you know, the little girl in the ballet tutus and all of that stuff, through dance, through theater, through going to art galleries, through dealing with, you know, plays, and I was always in the arts, always involved in the culture.
Yeah.
And so that was just a natural outgrowth of it. I went to University of Detroit and got a degree in communications, and for me, the arts are a means of communicating, right? It's how we express ourselves. It's how we touch one another. So using the skills of, you know, learning how lights and sound and all those elements work together to facilitate communication. So from there to the Arts Council, and, you know, the opportunity to do some programs that, like, celebrating Paul Robeson and putting together the Mandela at Tiger Stadium event with Stevie Wonder and Aretha Franklin and all those folks. Those are just opportunities that I had that led us here.
You know, you were one of the founding members of the Black Promoters Collective. As you look over the next 5 to 10 years, how do you see women playing more of a role on the board, and what does that mean with the Black Promoters Collective?
I think involving women in all aspects of business is important. That we bring a different sensibility. We see things that men don't see. Men see things that we don't see. And so when we complement each other in that way, the end product gets better. And so I think that's important. And in entertainment, you know, yes, it's the mechanics of getting the event to the stage, but there's also what happens backstage, right? And for me, it's important that I give the artists not just food, but a healthy meal, because they're on a tour bus and they haven't seen a vegetable in a week and a half.
The little things.
You know, the little things, right? But it's the nurturing side of us that also contributes to what they bring to the stage. If they're feeling better, if they're healthier, they do a better show. You get a better experience. So, you know, it rounds out the the whole situation.
I love that.
Yes, I think
you're treating the artist well.
I think also the intersectionality of being a Black woman and being able to bring those perspectives, something as small as, let me make sure you have a home-cooked meal.
Or even as a mother, too.
Sure,
like,
make
you
sure you
really
have
mother all of the guests, all the performers, anyone that comes in your home.
Exactly.
It's, that's what it sounds like that you do pretty much.
That's what I work to.
Dorian, you can resonate.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the
Like,
truth.
y'all not about to keep calling my
good
mama,
food,
mama.
you know, make sure that I eat.
There you go.
We turn in some extraordinarily long days, and you know, sometimes eating well, things that we just forget. You just don't have a chance to do it. So
exactly,
food will show up.
Yeah.
Caterers are bringing healthy things, so there is always something nurturing here at home.
You all wrapped up an amazing 2023 concert series, you know, from Maxwell to so many others. As you plan for 2024, I mean, can you give us a little bit of hint of who's coming? So I can book my tickets already.
I was saying, sure, just pull up and do a show.
I mean, you had the OJs. I mean, you had everybody.
Some of everyone.
And that's our goal, is to serve everyone, to serve the different demographics of Detroit and the surrounding areas. So you'll see things that you might not have seen before on our stages. And I want to make sure that we're inviting the jazz audiences to experience the Latin fusion stuff that's happening, right?
Oh, okay.
They may not have known that artist, but if you see that music, you see that guitarist, and you know, oh, this is great music. So I want to make sure that there's some more cross-pollination, that there's some more invitation to different groups to come to see the same shows that they wouldn't have otherwise seen. And this year we were able to work with the Neighborhood Services Organization to raise money to help address concerns of homelessness in our community. Broadly, that's a big question, that's a big problem. But also specifically in the creative community, there's a special need, there's a niche of people who are working in the creative economy that are struggling with homelessness or substance abuse or mental issues. So we wanted to concentrate some funds that are raised here at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater to help do that. We did that in 2023. We're going to do that again in 2024.
We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Not only is this place serving as an entertainment venue, but it's also serving our community definitely in more ways than one. So
for many years.
Yes.
That's my favorite part about it. It's like an ongoing impact.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my kids support me in doing crazy stuff like that.
And Dorian, I do want to ask you, I know that you're heavily involved now, but you're also a part of the next generation of the Aretha and the future of the Aretha. What are some of the things that you're hoping to see in the next 5 to 10 years here?
Over the next 5 to 10 years, I hope to see more of what's already going on. The city has grown and changed, and so have we. Like you mentioned, that we've all gone through some, tough times, and by the grace of God, we were able to sustain our business and continue going on. As we've been moving, the city's becoming more diverse, and so of our stage, so of our employees and everything. So I hope and pray to see the same arc of improvement and well-being going forward.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, going forward, the Aretha will be and will continue to be the best place for entertainment in this city.
Yes.
And I mean, you just can't beat this view.
At all.
I love it.
I want to come back.
and everything that you all offer here. So, Miss Mausi and Mr. Mausi, thank you so much for joining us here on Finally Friday and sharing your stage with us.
Thank you for letting us come to your home.
This is legendary. I feel so special.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a pleasure and a joy to have you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
See you next season.
See you next season.
See you next season.
And tickets go on
Y'all
sale
heard
Black
that.
Friday.
Oh.
Tickets going to sell
They
next
already
Black
got the
Friday.
schedule together.
See? I already got it.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
More Finally Friday when we come back. Plus, we're also going to be have a nice food segment with Chef Q coming up later. But we also got some more entertainment on the way. You don't want to miss it. You're watching Finally Friday live from the Aretha. We're back in a moment.
You made me happy. This you can bear. before I let go.
And I just want to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about the Aretha? Because you was here before with
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, I think it's worthy. I mean, she's worthy. And, you know, it means even more now to me to be a part of her legacy and to be here again to celebrate that.
Cut to the footage right here. This is where you cut to the crowd and then how much they was having a fun time. Cut. What you do, man. I love your soul, your energy, your vibe. You don't get this nowhere else. Where else you get this? I don't know. You tell me. Somewhere else? I don't know.
Welcome back to Finally Friday. Listen, our guests are rolling in. We are having such a great time. Again, I got to let you know we're live from the Aretha.
From the Aretha. In case you haven't figured it out by now.
Water behind us.
It was so great to talk with the Mausi family.
Yes.
How inspiring to talk
so
to the people who have been keeping the Aretha going. The people that I need to celebrate, because I love the Aretha concerts.
Yes.
Going. And speaking of people sharing this stage.
Yes, speaking of concerts and speaking of people we share the stage with, we have our next guest here, Mr. Apropos. Thank you so much for stopping in.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you. How's everybody doing out there?
Yes.
I hope well. It's Friday.
It's
Friday.
Finally
Friday.
It's finally Friday. So we're loving having you here, and like we just alluded to, you were just here in concert. Was that last month?
That was 2 weeks ago. With Tank and the Bangers, Rick Wilson, and Moonchild.
Okay.
Amazing lineup. I was talking to my manager. I'm like, man, this should be a tour.
Yeah.
This should be a tour. The lineup was just incredible, and you know, like you said, just sharing the stage and just you know, being here in the city of Detroit to represent for great artists like that. It was an amazing time.
Yeah. Absolutely. And just looking into your background a little bit, I know that you were born in Baltimore, but you were raised right here in Detroit. And I just want to ask, what brought you to the city? You are a Detroiter.
Yeah. So just you know, family stuff. You know, my father ended up passing when I was really young, and you know, some people just want a little bit of a change. And you know, my mom knew some people here, some people that we call family to this day. And you know, it's a blessing because this is where I found music, and what a great place for it to be, the city of Motown, the home of Motown Records. So you know, that's what brought me here, and learning piano at age 7, you know, starting to write my own pieces and getting into classical, and you know, getting into blues and then soul, and then you know, years later, here I am singing soul music and blues music. So you know, shout out to the city of Baltimore. I know. Everybody talking about the Lions. Everybody talking about the Lions this year, but I just got, you know, my Ravens gonna do something this year. You know what I'm saying? See, I had to do it on Friday.
What you doing? He was doing
so
great.
I was doing so good.
You were doing so great.
No, shout out to the Pride though. Shout out to One Pride, man. Shout out to the Lions, man. It's gonna be a great weekend for football too. So I'm excited.
It's gonna be a great weekend for football. But back to you about soul. I love the fact that you know, in this young generation, because you still have the youth in you, that you are bringing soul, and I think, you know, it's a genre of music that I appreciate that isn't getting lost, because people like you, artists like you, are keeping it going. Who do you look to for inspiration?
I agree with that.
Musically.
And I agree with the fact that it isn't getting lost. You know, I like to call it, we like to call it, my team likes to call it alternative soul. So, you know, so it's like you bring some soul to the pop, you bring some soul to the country, you bring some soul to the rock. And, you know, speaking of which, that's why my name is Apropos, because I'm so, you know, I'm apropos to every different genre. To the next part of the question, who do I look to? I mean, the greats, man. David Ruffin, Marvin Gaye, Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin. Just, you know, the soul. You know, if you can hear that shriek, that soul in that person's voice, that's someone who I would call, you know what I'm saying, a mother, father, uncle or auntie, you know what I'm saying, in the music, you know, realm. And you know, Marvin and David Ruffin are definitely at the top of my list for that.
Yeah, I love how you just talked about previously about how you like the cross section of all different type of genres of music. I remember that. I think for me growing up, it was, you know, mainly gospel or maybe some R&B. But as I've matured my listening ear, I love everything. I love country now. And pop.
But that's
and the new country is dope, man. I like the new country. Like Jimmy Allen, Kane Brown, like the black country singers are killing it,
That's
man.
what I've been getting
You know what I
into.
mean?
I've been getting into it,
That's what I love about music right now in this season. It's really, we're losing a genre, and I think it's really not necessary. We are able to cross all of these different sounds and topics and create our own genre, which is genreless. No,
like I think sometimes as a black artist, sometimes you get pigeonholed, and this is the kind of music that you do or you perform, or whatever the case may be. And I do think that now we have been seeing this cross pollination of music and artists just being in their own artistry. How has that kind of been obviously you've been in soul your whole life, but kind of tapping into some of these different elements, like you said, country music is a part of it. Like, do you plan on making some country songs? Like, you know, how is that really kind of evolving?
Absolutely. There's a couple country-esque tracks on. I've been working with Jake Bass of the Bass family. You know, his dad and his uncle. You know, legendary family of music and great producers, great composers. We've put some country songs together. We put some rock songs together. So really, I would just say I take it one session at a time, one show at a time, one writing session at a time, and I just keep those elements of soul with me no matter what genre I go into.
I want to talk about the songwriting aspect, because you started writing songs at a very young age, and I have a similar story. I want to know, what was the first song you wrote, and what genre would you say that was?
Man, the first song I wrote was in middle school for this girl that I liked. No, I'm not gonna front.
He's revealing it all.
Yeah.
Finally Friday.
But nah, I hope she's doing well. Nah, man. Are you saying as far as like something I've actually put out, like released?
I was asking about that because I know that you wrote
it's a story like that.
It was it may have been for a girl.
I remember using like Microsoft Word. I was in like 7th grade, and just like trying to put the lyrics together and stuff.
What was her reaction? What was her reaction? We have to know.
Oh no, she read it right in front of me. No, I killed it.
Oh, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
He was like, this is
the songwriter. Right as a song.
But you know what?
That's cute stuff, man.
I know you do have new music. We got to get into it briefly. Say Yes, right?
Yes, Say Yes.
Just released, or it's dropping next month.
October 13th.
Okay.
And man, I'll tell you, that's one of my favorite records.
Say Yes.
It is a very short, sweet, honest, very vulnerable song about trust and distrust and vulnerability and non-vulnerability in a relationship. And you know, the first verse, the bridge, and the first verse, the second verse, and the bridge are different sides of the coin. So it's really cool.
We have to get it as soon as it drops. Where can we follow you?
You can follow me at Apropos Music, APROPOS Music. And on Spotify and all digital streaming platforms.
I love it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much for having me.
Thanks so much for coming through.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Thanks for sharing the stage with us here at the Aretha Twice.
Absolutely.
And on Finally Friday. More Finally Friday continues on the other side. We got Chef Q joining us on the other side of this break. We're live from the Aretha. We're back in a moment.
Appreciate y'all.
Slick. kid, I've been wanting this. Gifted with a talent, I'm the humblest. I ain't chasing cash, I just wanna make a living. Moving fast, ask me who really winning. USC got a vision. What we do, yeah, you know we on a mission. 25 years in the game, we ain't looking for the fans, trying to elevate our city with a name. And we totally bossed out. Real talk, we making our mark now. Breezy goes about to hit all the charts. Running out of time, we'll be coming in first now. Beat the odds, so it's something like a winning phase. Breaker to make it, people get off of faking. We come through setting the stage off, but I'ma go hard.
Mama said she proud of me, so you know what's up. I feel like we made it, look at all the love. You do what you want when you poppin'. Winning is a must, not an option. Mama, we on TV, singing, having fun. We ain't near the end yet, we're right on the cusp. You do what you want when you poppin'. Winning is a must, not an option.
Okay, let's see. Designed and built in a 313. When they act two next, they DYC. When you hear this song, leave it on repeat. Yeah, we gon' get the step and bring it to the streets. We gon' keep flexing, that's to every beat. Yeah, we bring the sauce, yeah, we bring the heat. So don't compare when you drop the beat. We coming through, haters out the way. Push it to the top, flying out the states. We gon' be something, we gon' be great. Yeah, that's what mama say. When it's time to go, we gon' hit the flow. We gon' go hard, yeah, at every show. Yeah, you know how we rockin', you know how we roll, just a heads up. Had to let you know.
DYC, yeah, we poppin', yeah, no locking. It's not an option. Put in the hours and tape. We'll start saying no, but I'm on a mission. We working hard, creating a vision. We going in, they writing the lyrics. They said they can't hear, but really don't listen. Let's start off with D. Each other's on fire. Yeah, we be rhyming, but really we grinding. I just don't know why. The youth is still crying. We need better guidance. They said they gon' do it. I guess we'll just see how great we can be when we are united and we working hard. Let's step to the beat, cause we coming out as the greatest. Pry on AGT, that's DYC. Yeah.
Mama said she proud of me, so you know what's up. I feel like we made it. Look at all the love. You do what you want when you poppin'. Winning is a must, not an option. Mama, we on TV, singing, having fun. We ain't in the end yet, we're right on the cusp. You do what you want when you poppin'. Winning is a must, not an option.
Slate cooking noon, boy.
Welcome back to Finally Friday. Hey, you know, I get excited when there's food at the table.
I'm so hungry. Oh my God.
This is a Finally Friday first.
Yes.
Yes, it is. We haven't had food. We had wine.
Food,
We have not had
but
food.
no, first food segment. And the one to bring that to us is the one and only, none other than Chef Q.
Yes.
Oh,
excited. I just had some mac and cheese the other day.
I know you right.
I'll be there. I'll be in there.
I will be back because I love the macaroni and cheese as well. But let's talk about first the culinary journey for you. We're gonna get to this amazing salad that's spelling good in front of us.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing because it was not like a normal person's culinary journey. I did not go to culinary school.
Yeah.
And people don't know that. I just got sick with a disease called sarcoidosis. It's supposed to be common in African women, and none of us know about it. And all I want to do is figure out how I can not take your steroids and make myself feel better, and everything was like all about the food. So that's how all of this even started. I was like, I'm not about to walk around being sad about being sick. How about we just find a way to fix it and then tell everybody else?
Yes, I love that.
That
tell everybody else about it too. For me,
if I don't know, that means somebody else don't know.
I love that energy. So, and that's why you gone the vegan route.
That's everything about it. I did vegan 30 days because everything in the books, everything online said plant-based, plant-based, plant-based. And literally, I tried it for 30y days. And I had a cough. It sounded like I smoked 8,000 packs of cigarettes a day. Like it was bad. You were not taking me to the movies. I had rashes, and they were like, "Oh, it's eczema." No, every black person got eczema.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not eczema. 30 days, cough went away. 60 days, the cough was gone, and then my rashes started disappearing. I was like, "What is?" The only thing I changed was the food.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So it makes you think like, what is in the food, and we should start paying attention to it. And I should probably tell my folks.
No, literally, and I think that's so important. Like I've navigated the vegan journey. Right now, I'm kind of pescatarian, but I really eat mostly plant-based.
Just free.
But you do feel better. By the grace of God, I wasn't like sick with it. I just decided to change my diet. But helping people understand that it's not bad that you don't eat pork and all this other things, because I think that's just kind of in our nature and how we grew up. We eat chicken, we eat pork chops and lamb chops and all the things. And it's not horrible, but it's like you got to think about what you're putting in your body and how it's affecting you.
Back in the day when they were eating that, it was
less processed.
Yeah,
that's true. We're giving less things to it to mass produce for the people. So again, that's my biggest thing, just making sure people understand what eating to live is like. And you don't have to be vegan, because you could be an unhealthy vegan.
Exactly.
Let your church say amen.
And then you turned it into a business, and now we have the amazing establishment on Woodward Avenue.
I love that it really feels like it's like your home. I've never been to your home, but I feel like I've been
like, because my goal was to, I feel like people learn better when they're in like a comfortable space.
That's true.
So
Kitchen with Q.
The Kitchen by Cooking with Q
Yes.
is literally set up like a kitchen at your house.
Yes.
So if you were to come for a cafe or cooking classes, it just looks, it's very comfortable.
Yes.
It's very warm. Like, I'm at Mama's house and we all can eat at the kitchen table and have a good time, and that's what we do.
And before we dig in, it's about to be another mama's house. Listen, we spreading the word, and we spreading the knowledge, we spreading all of this.
We're pulling up on 7 Mile of Illinois.
Yes.
Because the goal is healthy food in every hood. So everywhere you tell us, because that was they told me.
Say that again.
Healthy food in every hood.
Okay.
Because they don't think we eat healthy. So now my brain is like, I want to show y'all the opposite of what you think we eat. We eat healthy. We want to live. So why can't we eat to live no matter what? Because healthy food should be based off of like your zip code. It should be like your human right.
Yes, it should be.
that's
And
my
people
thought.
don't think they can eat healthy. They think it's more expensive sometimes. I talk to my daddy all the time.
They don't know it's alternative.
They don't think it's an alternative method.
Now, speaking of eating at the table, let's go right ahead.
Look at Andre said, forget all
explain to us. I'm going to get healthy. See, that's why we have you on the show, because I'm trying to get healthy myself.
So what I did
So
for
let's
you
talk
guys.
about this.
It's the beets for me.
This plate.
What I did for you guys is a roasted beet salad. So
Okay.
I always try to make stuff like, what is with the time right now? I think people don't understand, like, you should buy things that are in season.
Yep.
So if it's the beets have been roasted, so they don't taste like dirt, because I know beets taste like dirt generally.
Oh.
But like, we roast them, we season them. You guys got fresh roasted chickpeas, like fresh, your
Love
50-50 blend. Everything is fresh. Nothing has been like sitting on the shelf, and that's one thing that I really love about our spot. It's like,
So with the peas, they don't come out at a certain time of the year?
your chickpeas, you can get garbanzo beans, chickpeas every day. But beets
beets.
are the beets. It's like a root veggie. So like, and depending on what time of the year you get them, they give you a better taste.
Nice.
So we're coming into fall. You're leaving summer, coming into fall. It's just a burst.
So I don't need
of
any
flavors.
ranch to go with this.
We have a lemon oregano dressing that was coming for you guys, but like, if you just taste it,
I really don't
you have
need it.
because you have a cashew crema at the bottom. That's like the secret.
You're
You're welcome. It's a little surprise at the bottom.
Something.
It's a little surprise at the bottom in the name of Jesus.
I knew it was a little something in there.
This is,
But it's
all the
happy.
flavors.
Right?
So since we're eating, you got to do the talking. You're going to be doing the Black and Wealth. You have a summit coming up, or that you're going to be a part
I'm
of.
going to be in the summit, and I'm doing a TED Talk.
I was about to say,
Yes.
TEDx as well.
God is in the blessed
Okay,
business this season. So
Absolutely.
I am just out here like wherever they want me to speak, I will speak, because I think that's the voice they need to hear. They never expect to, you know, a black woman talking to you about eating healthy. Like that's not what that's not.
And from the non-traditional roots of getting to it.
You know,
I love it.
So
Oh,
I
this is
don't.
pretty good.
I'm kind of a disruptor.
Amazing.
It's
I love
happy
that.
though, right? I'm a little bit of a disruptor, and
Absolutely
I'm good about it.
I love I like the passion.
I'm so
It makes me want to go vegan today.
Because I tell people all the time, like, even if you don't go vegan, I just want our people to live happy, healthy, longer lives. We have to get away from the stigmatism, like, oh, if it's vegan, it has no flavor.
Right,
Oh
that
my
part.
gosh.
Like, it's not. Like,
You
you're
can
not coming to
season
the
it.
kitchen and get nothing
Oh
with
my
no
God.
flavor. Okay, it's flavor is
Never.
flowing. We're flavorful. Okay?
Yes, it is.
So, I mean, you're eating a salad. I just
Look,
think you can
I'm
take this, add chicken, add shrimp, add salmon, but you got your basics. That's how we do our recipes.
You know, I think we're going to have to start.
I'm so happy right
when
now.
they take a look at this video, they're going to make us start doing more food segments, because I'm making a mess all over myself.
I know.
Oh,
It's a
I'm
good time.
smashing.
I'm good.
On camera, oh my God.
Who's mad about it?
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
I so love it. I told you when we were at Easter Market a few months ago, I said, you know what, we're gonna have you on Friday Friday.
And I said, I will be wherever you say pull up, I'm pulling up.
And she
Indeed.
did.
Pulling up.
And she did indeed. I love it.
Can we do this like monthly?
I mean, I'm here for you.
Okay, we have to. Can we
You
pull
gonna
up on
release
you
some new
next
things on the
time?
menu?
There is a new menu coming.
Oh wow.
Okay, so we got to do a new menu. So
No, we gotta pull up on
Can we
you.
pull up
though.
at? Can we pull
What
up?
are you talking about?
Can we just do the show?
Oh
Have
my
your people
God.
call my people. They
Okay,
seem like
we know.
Our people gonna call your people.
Get it popping.
But right now, our people are telling us to hurry it up.
Oh yeah,
and
we
end
taking
this
a time.
segment.
Okay.
We have ran out of time.
It's a good time.
Thank you so much for dropping through.
I love y'all so
love this.
Thank you.
Come on, Black Excellence.
Absolutely.
Keep inspiring the
Absolutely.
city. Keep inspiring the city, girl.
I love it. You know what? This has been such a great show. We're definitely on the big stage. We appreciate the opportunity of being here, and thanks so much. Special thanks to Erica Banks
Oh, yes.
and Bankable Solutions and Right the right productions and the Aretha for having us all here. Also, shout out to Good Boy and their production team. Thank you so much to everybody involved, and our producer Bay, of course, holding us down.
Yes.
This has been a great show.
We had so many shout outs today, and I think this was the energy needed for tonight.
Come on.
Because you coming to charity?
Because we will be at the charity preview. So thanks so much for watching Finally Friday, and
Wait,
as
we can
always,
keep going a little bit because we want to talk about our outfits.
okay.
And then
Now they want to talk about outfits.
I'm just saying we do have to go, but we got like a couple seconds.
You know what?
Outfits we wearing tonight?
So I think. So I already got pink on my eyes.
Come on, pink.
I think I'm coming pink this evening.
Okay.
As you should.
A serve.
And that's what we'll see what happens. I'm gonna be running around a little bit, but I think I'm gonna come pink tonight.
What about you? What about you?
Last minute, I was at the store shopping. Last night, I was at the store shopping, so I have it all together. We're going a little splash of burgundy.
Oh.
I'm coming black.
Okay.
That's
All
how I
black
do it.
everything.
Black
You
on
can
black
never.
on black.
Okay,
Black,
never.
excellent.
Okay,
Black was my backup plan.
All right,
If dress don't fit right, I'm gonna be in black too.
Now we're wrapping up. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We so appreciate it. Live from the Aretha. Don't forget, if it's Friday, it's finally Friday.
Go get some food, okay? All right. I don't use dressing.
I done ate this whole.